Did you know that the foods you eat on a daily basis and trust could be contributing to a quiet health catastrophe within your body? Imagine your well-known foods subtly raising your blood sugar levels with every mouthful, gradually deteriorating your health and endangering the independence you fought so hard to preserve. These sudden rises in blood sugar are more than just a bother for seniors 60 years of age and older. They are an immediate warning indication of major harm to your brain, arteries, and other essential organs. The repercussions include elevated risks of diabetes, heart attacks, strokes, dementia, and even loss of mobility and priceless memories that you have worked so hard to build over the course of your life. The uplifting reality is that you can significantly alter your future by realizing and acting upon this today. You still have time to take back control. You're going to learn about the hidden risks of a favorite meal that may be harming your health in unexpected ways: sweets and candy. Let's now expose these 7 harmful foods. The truth may surprise you, but it may save your life. But before we get started, if you're worried about your health, click the subscribe button and turn on notifications, because this is where we share the facts that no one talks about. And if you're with me, please let me know. In the comment field, put 1 if you're currently viewing and this video speaks to you. Type 0 otherwise. You are unaware of the significance of your voice. First, refined cereals and white bread, bagels, pastries, and white bread. They are recognizable, reassuring, and ingrained in American culture. These refined grain items seem like a normal part of breakfast or a harmless afternoon snack to many seniors. However, beyond their reassuring allure lies a secret threat. Once inside your body, every delectable muffin, sweet pastry, and piece of soft white bread you enjoy soon turns into sugar. This is not mild nutrition. Rather, it is a violent shock wave that quickly raises your blood sugar levels to dangerously high levels. The body becomes much less able to handle unexpected surges in blood sugar as we age. The devoted protector that makes insulin, your pancreas, begins to wear down as it tries to counteract these frequent spikes in blood sugar. You become closer to diabetes, a condition that not only saps your energy and movement, but also endangers your heart, kidneys, eyesight, and even your independence, as your body's cells gradually start to reject insulin signals. The effects of regularly consuming refined grains are not only hypothetical for seniors, they are extremely personal and brutally real. Every unchecked increase in blood sugar silently erodes your health by harming nerves and blood vessels. It's not always the case that aging will cause you to notice small changes, impaired eyesight, exhaustion, tingling in your hands, or a persistent perplexity. These are your body's warning signs, begging for help before it's too late. Imagine a time in the future when routine medical checkups, blood sugar checks, or even medicine dependence take precedence over everyday pleasures like reading your favorite book, taking your dog for a walk, or spending quality time with your grandchildren. Although this isn't the idyllic retirement you had in mind, you still have control over your health. You're giving yourself the gift of stability, stable blood sugar, sharp thinking, long-lasting energy, and more years to savor life's important joys by substituting whole grain alternatives for refined grains. You may be asking yourself, what else could be hiding in your daily diet, secretly undermining your well-being? If something as seemingly harmless as white bread can have such dramatic consequences on your health, you may be shocked and surprised by the response. Let's examine the next dish in more detail. A popular American favorite that might be stealthily taking years off your life. 2. Sodas and other sugary beverages. Drinking ice-cold soda or sweetened iced tea on a sunny afternoon is a nostalgic treat that many seniors have relished for decades since it is incredibly comfortable. These beverages bring back memories of simpler times, calm evenings at home, family cookouts, and afternoons spent conversing with friends. They taste like pleasure in a glass. However, there is a grim reality hidden beneath their delightful, refreshing flavor. Your long-term health is seriously at stake as each drink subtly destabilizes your blood sugar. The body gradually becomes less resilient as we age, particularly when it comes to handling sweets that are quickly injected into our bloodstream. Your favorite sweet drinks do more than just satisfy your thirst. They flood your bloodstream with massive amounts of sugar, overtaxing your pancreas and sending blood sugar levels skyrocketing dangerously high in a matter of minutes. This ongoing practice gradually impairs your body's ability to respond to insulin, which leads directly to insulin resistance and diabetes. However, the damage doesn't end there. Inflammation slowly spreads throughout your heart, arteries, and even your brain with every sugary drink you take. Chronic inflammation is linked to heart disease, stroke, cognitive decline, and serious illnesses that elders greatly fear. Many elderly people who have dedicated decades to maintaining their independence, taking care of their families, and promoting their health now find themselves struggling with these conditions, without realizing the important role their favorite drinks played. Imagine your existence free of these unspoken threats. Instead, consider drinking refreshing herbal teas, fresh water, or a squeeze of lemon to stay hydrated. Imagine how much more resilient and healthy your brain and heart could feel, how much more energy you could have, and how much clearer your ideas could become. Just by replacing those alluring sugary drinks with healthy options, you have the ability to reverse this course. Consider whether a few minutes of indulgent sweets are worth compromising your independence, health, or valuable time spent with your loved ones, friends, and grandchildren. Making a different decision does not have to entail giving up happiness. Instead, it's about protecting your future, getting your energy back, and making sure your finest years are still to come. However, there are other hidden factors than alcohol. There are items in your refrigerator right now that appear to be healthy and that you might naively trust. Are you curious about who these unexpected offenders are? The response might completely alter your preconceptions about eating healthily. 3 yogurts with flavors, deliciously creamy, easily packaged, and deftly promoted as healthful delights. Flavored yogurts can seem like the ideal guilt-free snack. Sitting peacefully on supermarket shelves with labels that tote probiotics, calcium, and vitamins, they seem harmless, even healthy. But if you stop and think about it more, you'll find a disturbing reality. A lot of flavored yogurts include just as much sugar as dessert, and occasionally even more than ice cream. With each spoonful, this concealed sweetness subtly compromises your health and longevity by substantially raising your blood sugar levels and elevating calories. Our bodies are more susceptible to blood sugar swings as we become older. Regularly consuming flavored yogurt might progressively impair your body's insulin sensitivity, even if you believe it to be healthy. Every time blood glucose levels rise, an inflammatory response is triggered. This silent but potent process gradually deteriorates sensitive tissues, including those in the brain, kidneys, and heart. Unbeknownst to you, this seemingly healthy food may set you on a path to persistent exhaustion, disorientation, and eventually the risk of acquiring severe illnesses like diabetes, heart disease, or even cognitive decline. Flavored yogurt's perceived health benefits are what make them especially misleading. Beneath labels that claim to have natural, high-calcium, or low-fat ingredients, there is frequently an excessive amount of sugar, up to 6 tablespoons per serving, that gives you the same quick sugar rush as when you indulge in sweets or ice cream. An older adult's body, which is already less adept at controlling blood sugar levels, finds it extremely difficult to recover from these abrupt spikes. In addition to depleting your energy and leaving you psychologically disoriented, this pattern promotes chronic inflammation, which is a major contributing factor to serious illnesses including dementia, stroke, and heart disease. But there is hope. You may still enjoy taste without compromising your health by simply switching to plain Greek yogurt and adding fresh berries or almonds. However, flavored yogurt isn't the only meal that poses as healthy, but is actually harmful. Might your go-to breakfast cereal be just as dangerous? The response can contradict all of your preconceived notions about your daily ritual. Fourth, sugar-sweetened breakfast cereals. Breakfast cereals are frequently regarded as a healthy way to start the day because they are conveniently packaged, colorful, and claim to provide vitamins, fiber, and energy. Many seniors view cereal as a short and cozy morning ritual that is firmly ingrained in nostalgia, bringing back memories of quiet time spent at the kitchen table sipping coffee alone or enjoying leisurely mornings with family. However, there is a concerning truth hidden beneath the vibrant packaging and health claims. With each spoonful you eat, the added sugars in many cereals are subtly harming your health. Cereal companies promote heart-healthy ingredients and vital nutrients, but they conveniently ignore the alarming reality of how too much sugar affects your body, especially as you age. Your pancreas is under tremendous strain to make insulin quickly since every dish you consume causes abrupt spikes in blood sugar. Your body's natural ability to control blood glucose may be undermined over time by this daily stress, which could lead to insulin resistance and the alarming risk of type 2 diabetes. However, the effects of these hidden carbohydrates extend beyond your insulin levels. They subtly cause inflammation in your body, harming arteries and delicate tissues. Without recognizing that their favorite morning meal may be the root reason, seniors often observe symptoms like persistent weariness, hazy eyesight, difficulty concentrating, or even unexplainable mood changes that are simply attributed to age. Your memory and independence, two priceless possessions you've spent decades preserving, are at risk due to chronic blood sugar spikes and the inflammation they cause, which speeds up cognitive decline. Now consider substituting healthy options, such oatmeal topped with nuts, seeds, or fresh berries, for those sugar-laden cereals. Imagine starting your day with confidence, clarity, and a stable energy level, knowing that you're taking proactive steps to protect your long-term health. You can take significant strides toward a life with more vigor, clearer thinking, and fewer health issues by simply moving away from cereals that contain hidden sugars. Here's something to think about, though. There are more unexpected ordinary meals that are covertly endangering your health besides breakfast cereals. Another common item in your refrigerator that you've relied on for years may be unknowingly raising your risk of developing severe health issues. Wondering what this seemingly harmless favorite could be? We are only waiting to discover the truth. Additionally, your morning routine may change drastically after you figure it out. 5. Deli meats, bacon, sausages, and processed meats. Savory sausages served with scrambled eggs, processed meats, bacon crackling softly in a morning pan, and deli slices heaped higher in your preferred sandwich. These delicacies are not merely delectable treats. They bring back fond memories of family get-togethers and leisurely breakfasts, which evoke simpler times and treasured customs. But beneath the familiar flavor and reassuring scent lies a disturbing truth. With each bite, these popular meats may be gradually harming your health. Even though processed meats are quick, tasty, and convenient for meals, they have serious hidden risks, especially for elderly people. Each quantity you eat, which is packed with preservatives, nitrates, and too much salt, subtly increases inflammation and progressively worsens insulin resistance. The natural ability of your body to control blood sugar may be compromised by these chemicals, resulting in variations that put stress on your pancreas and deplete your body's capacity to produce insulin. Continued use causes your cells to become resistant to insulin, which increases your risk of diabetes and heart disease, two conditions that most seniors are afraid of. These foods also induce chronic blood sugar instability, which speeds up blood vessel damage and may lead to strokes or serious cardiovascular diseases. Not only is your heart at risk, but also your freedom, mobility, and even your mental capacity, since dementia risk is increased by chronic inflammation brought on by high blood sugar. However, the harm takes time to manifest. It builds up subtly, almost imperceptibly, gradually lowering your quality of life until the harm is obvious, such as fatigue, lightheadedness, disorientation, or even more serious side effects like neuropathy and numbness. However, by substituting fresh, lean proteins like fish, grilled chicken, beans, or lentils for processed meats, you can stop this harmful trend. You're safeguarding the independence and dignity you've worked so hard to achieve throughout your life, as well as your heart, mind, and health. But there's another seemingly innocuous meal that you may eat regularly and that you've probably never given much thought to, but it may be quietly causing your blood sugar to rise to dangerously high levels every day. Are you curious about this hidden danger and how it can fundamentally alter your view of one of your most dependable food staples? The information that awaits you may completely alter your outlook on your next meal. White rice is number 6. White rice is a dietary staple that feels both familiar and innocuous since it is tender, cozy, and delicately aromatic. It frequently acts as the basis for dishes you've enjoyed for many years, providing solace during stressful times and bringing back memories of quiet evenings at home, family feasts, and holiday get-togethers. But what if, unbeknownst to you, something so innocuous and ingrained in your everyday existence was subtly compromising your welfare, raising your blood sugar levels, and damaging your health? White rice appears to be easy to digest and mild on the stomach, but once it enters your body, it swiftly turns into glucose. That comforting dish of rice turns into sugar that is rushing through your veins in a matter of minutes. Your pancreas responds quickly to each abrupt rise, releasing a large amount of insulin to regulate the spike. This quick reaction is tolerable for younger bodies, but each surge becomes more hazardous for older bodies. You are closer to developing diabetes, a disease that not only endangers your health but also your independence, happiness, and quality of life, as your cells grow more resistant to insulin signals over time. However, white rice poses a risk that goes beyond diabetes. Consistently high blood sugar subtly weakens and destroys small blood vessels, especially those that supply vital organs like your kidneys and eyes. The symptoms may be mild at first. You may dismiss little fatigue, occasional confusion, or slight changes in vision as indicators of aging. However, these seemingly insignificant annoyances can easily turn into serious issues like vision loss, diabetic retinopathy, or even chronic kidney disease. Consider how terrifying it would be to gradually lose the capacity to read your favorite book, see your loved ones clearly, or carry out your everyday responsibilities on your own. Thankfully, you have the ability to alter the path. You recover control by swapping out white rice for healthy alternatives like barley, quinoa, brown rice, or even nutrient-dense cauliflower. Rice. These substitutes release glucose gradually and avoid harmful blood sugar rises since they break down more slowly. Selecting them regularly prolongs your active, vibrant years, protects your organs, and maintains your freedom. White rice isn't the only popular meal that subtly poses major health hazards, though. What if I told you there was another comfort food you frequently seek for, possibly every day, that could subtly harm your health in ways you never would have thought possible? Are you wondering which common indulgence is actually putting your health at risk? The response might permanently alter your perspective on candy. 7. Sweets and candies. Cookies, cakes, and candy have traditionally brought happiness and comfort. They bring back memories of more carefree days, holidays, family get-togethers, and joyful times spent with friends and grandchildren. Maybe after years of arduous work, you've learned to appreciate these candies as little treats that make your day. But there is an unpleasant reality hidden beneath the comfort and sweetness. Every mouthful is subtly endangering your health by raising your blood sugar levels dangerously high, especially as you age and your body gets more sensitive. Your bloodstream is immediately flooded with glucose from every sugary treat you eat, which puts your pancreas through a taxing cycle of releasing insulin. These frequent sugar spikes might weaken your body's defenses over time, making it harder for your pancreas to properly control blood sugar. This ongoing stress can hasten insulin resistance, resulting in persistently high blood sugar levels. This pattern has severe and long-lasting effects, harming organs, blood vessels, and nerves covertly and without any outward symptoms until it is much too late. Have you ever experienced unexpected fatigue or confusion following a sweet snack? You may have even felt numbness or tingling in your hands or feet, which are signs that are often confused with aging. These mild warning signs, however, may indicate something more serious: early nerve damage brought on by persistently elevated blood sugar, which is a risky prelude to neuropathy or diabetes. Both conditions put your independence at risk, making it harder for you to take pleasure in life's small pleasures and potentially leading to lifetime difficulties that undermine the very freedom you cherish most. By making healthier choices, you have the ability to end this destructive cycle. Imagine discovering sweetness in natural pleasures like crisp apples, fresh berries, or a handful of almonds that maintain mental clarity, boost energy, and safeguard your health. By making these considerate changes, you can prolong your active years, significantly improve your health, and preserve the valued freedom that characterizes your golden years. However, there are more hidden dangers in your kitchen besides candy and sweets. Another seemingly safe, everyday meal that may be subtly endangering your health is a popular favorite that you may not have realized. Want to know the real story behind this seemingly innocuous decision? The solution that awaits you may alter your perspective on your upcoming grocery shopping excursion. Your decisions today will determine your future. Your golden years ought to be a symbol of liberty, energy, and happiness, the fruit of decades of commitment, diligence, and fortitude. You are worthy of having the energy to live life to the fullest, to stay self-sufficient, active, and present with those who are most important to you. However, as we've learned today, several common meals may subtly sabotage this dream by subtly raising blood sugar levels, which gradually destroy your happiness, independence, and health. But keep in mind that information is power, and you now have the means to change the course of your health history. You may protect your body, mind, and heart from avoidable diseases like diabetes, heart disease, cognitive decline, and major problems by carefully selecting substitutes for these unhealthy meals. Imagine living an active life for many years to come, with mental clarity, long-lasting energy, and healthy health. Your golden years shouldn't be marred by avoidable illness or problems, but rather by priceless memories. Every little choice you make today is an investment in a better, healthier tomorrow, and it's never too late to make the correct choice. Take great care of your health because the benefits are invaluable. More time to enjoy life's pleasures, freedom, dignity, and a bright future. One issue still stands, though. Are you prepared to start the process of getting your health back right now? The purpose of these lectures is to encourage you to live life to the fullest and most genuine. I would be delighted to hear from you now. Think for a moment, then share one item you've learned that you want to use in your own life. On this path of accepting these realities, let's help one another. Please feel free to leave a comment if you liked this video. Feel free to leave a remark with 0 if not. Your opinions are very important to us. For more videos like these, remember to subscribe to our YouTube channel, like, and share our videos. I appreciate you viewing, and I hope you enjoy living your life as you see fit.